Welcome to day 2. The workshop will start at 8:30. Right now, all of you who are here, I am here for you, and we'll take some questions. We had a lot of questions yesterday, and the team has done a good job of collating some important questions for most of us, so that common questions get answered. Some people are saying in the chat box that it's that cold. Yes, it is that cold in Delhi. The AQI just got a little better, and I feel, I think, colder than most people. So yeah, it's quite cold for me, so I need to jacket myself up. Okay. Kashish or someone, are you going to ask the questions, or can I just directly take them? Okay. Okay, let me just, if you have questions, you can put it here. My sheet has some questions. I'll start with them for now. Okay. Can I write about painful thoughts? Definitely. Yesterday, when we discussed brain dump, that exercise, any time when you feel that your mind is a bit too cluttered with too many things going on in your head, and whether it's about some unpleasant experience that happened or something that's bothering you, what you can do is write them down. Yeah. So definitely unpleasant thoughts and feelings that are bothering you, you can use the exercise of brain dump to do it. A more extensive version of it, which I gave for homework, is expressive writing. So if you feel there is something which is a little too tiresome for your mind, that is also that's the second exercise you can resort to. But primarily, the format of both these exercises is the same. Yes. Can we write about our goals? Yes, for sure you can. We don't do a lot of goal setting in this particular 5-day format, but journaling in general can be used for goal setting. I recently did a video for yearly goal setting on my YouTube channel, so you can go and take a look at that. But in this workshop, we're not covering, but journaling definitely can be used for goal setting purposes. Can I get a relief from my problem if I write about my problem? What do you think? We're going to do problem solving today, by the way. I think your question will get answered, but a broad answer to that question is that, problems don't get solved just by writing. That's obvious. We have to take some action to solve our problems, isn't it? I'll talk more about that in 10 minutes. But writing about your problem can definitely give you a certain relief. Why that's happening, like we discussed yesterday, when we verbalize our unpleasant experience, it creates an experience for us, that conversion of experience to words, which takes off the stress. It starts the process of letting go, which is something that causes relief to our system. Karishma is asking, do we have to journal every day? Karishma, we'll answer that on day 5. Yeah, when we talk about the journaling routine, I'll come to that question then. Somebody's asking, I don't feel safe in writing in my journal because I feel someone will read it. Definitely, that is true. I have talked a lot in detail about how you can start keeping a journal in one of my YouTube videos also. So check that out in detail. But the short answer to that is privacy is extremely important when we talk about journaling. Yes. And obviously, if we were to know that someone else is going to read our journal, we'll not be able to be honest and vulnerable in our journal at all. So most definitely, it's important that you should be able to keep your journal private. And if you feel someone will read it and I'm not able to write, so think of a solution. What can be a solution? First, you can just tell people not to interfere in your private space. But if you think your family is too curious, they won't listen to you, then the second option is you can do digital journaling. So there are so many apps out there, which you can download. You can put a lock on them if you need, and that can become a private thing. So Evernote, or even notes in your phone, all these can be logged, right? So if you feel that there are some things you want to write about, see, everything will not be worrisome. Some things you can also write about. Gratitude writing you can do, even if someone reads, it's fine. But if you think there are some private things you want to write about and take out of your system, I also do that. So for that you can use digital journaling. So you can download Evernote, is a free app. There are many notes app out there where you can write, and also you can do what? Lock it. So that's a solution for ensuring privacy for your writing. When we write negative things, it keeps on hurting for a long time. Right. So, see, what happens is that writing can help you comprehend it a little better. The moment you process a certain experience, you can make sense of it. Why journaling is important, or can be used in as important tool, is that many times in our life, we are stuck in certain experiences, and these things that we overthink about, that we keep on ruminating about, is because we haven't gotten any closure around these topics. So वापस जाके we think about it again and again. If you have found closure about something, you've made sense of an experience, then you don't get bothered by it. So when you write about these negative experiences in your journal, you start to make sense of these experiences. You start to kind of put ideas together. Okay, why this happened? If someone said or did something, why did they probably do it? So when you start this reasoning, intellect starts to work. You're not completely just driven by your emotions. And when that happens, you're able to, feel settled and think clearly. Yeah. So if you just sit and write, oh, I'm feeling so sad, everything is so bad, of course, that is a useless exercise. And that's exactly why we did not end the workshop on day one. Otherwise, I would have said, oh, you just write about your experiences and we're done. We have 4 more days, right? Including today. That is where we're going to learn. It's not writing about thoughts and feelings, is just the start of it. Very, very important. Many times you're going to use it in your life. You stick to journaling, but then it's also about how do we move forward from there. Okay, we identified a problem, we wrote about it, it was painful, we felt hurt, some catharsis happened, but what next? What's the solution? And then how can we shift our mind? Yeah, so today the exercises that we'll do, it'll help us figure that out for ourselves. Okay. Can be write for a longer duration? Yes. So the exercise that we did yesterday was 10 minutes. The one I gave in homework was 20 minutes. 20 minutes is a good time. See, if you overdo something also, then also it's jarring on the mind. Right? It's unnecessary. Excess of everything is not healthy. So 20 minutes max is a good, especially if you're starting out. If you've been journaling for a while, 30, 40 minutes is also okay. I have a routine where I do 30 minutes journaling. But since you're starting it out, it's okay to keep it 15 to 20 minutes. If you're really feeling very good or something you have to share, express, naturally it's coming. If it's like that, it's okay. But otherwise, 10-15 minutes is a good window to take it out also, and then just relax and breathe around it. Are there any kind of notebooks that can be used for journaling, or it doesn't matter? See, there are two parts, two, three types of writing we can do. One is journaling, which is a free flow journaling, which is what we're doing mostly in this workshop, is where you're just simply writing down. So for that purpose, you can pick up any diary, any notebook, it doesn't matter. As long as you can keep it safe, which is more important, more than the diary. And it's got pages and you have a pen, that's good to go. No rules, nothing fancy is required. That's one part of it. The second part of it is a planner. I'll talk about that on day 5, which is where you track what you want to do in this week, what are your goals, your habits. All that tracking comes under the planning area of journaling. That for that one can buy a planner. There's also a planner that I have created. I'll talk about that again on day 5. But otherwise, for normal journaling, any notebook works. कुछ भी notebook जो भी घर में available हो चलेगा. और क्या है? How to overcome overthinking. Journaling will help. Start doing it. Overthinking is what? Mind is not in the present moment. Mind is focusing on the negative. Though both these tendencies of the mind, once you recognize, there are many tools that can help. Meditation can help, and journaling can also help. Trying to understand that the mind is going here and there, how to bring it back to the present moment, you know. And so many techniques you're going to learn in this class. So that also will help. What else? What is expressive writing in short? Missed the class yesterday. Expressive writing is writing about your deepest thoughts and feelings about a stressful event in your life. That is the short answer to it, Namita. Yeah, so when you're writing, something traumatic happened. Let's say you lost a loved one, some breakup, something traumatic, COVID, miserable time. You don't say, okay, this happened and that happened. It's not like a report. It's like what did I feel, or what were my deepest thoughts and feelings in this experience. That is when you write about for 20 minutes. An ideal format for expressive writing is to do it continuously for 4 days, 20 minutes each. You can also Google expressive writing format after this class if you wish, but that's the simple way to understand it. The caveat in that is that, of course, you're writing about something traumatic or difficult. So choose a topic you feel comfortable writing about. If you think that, see, already about this topic, you feel like you're in a mud or it's difficult. Now you don't want to make it more difficult. So journaling, no, in journaling, you have to be a little bit like your own scientists to figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you, right? So that's why we're taking you through so many formats, so that you see everybody's at a very different mental state. Somebody's, so did you take the stress and anxiety quiz yesterday I gave you? Abhi, when you share your scores, you will see somebody is at 95, somebody is at 45. Now I can't give the same advice to both these people. Maybe one person needs more of some other, let's say this person is struggling a lot with self-worth issues, which is what we cover on day 3 tomorrow. So maybe some exercises will be more helpful for this person. Or let's say somebody's stress score is very very low, so they're not very stressed, they're chill, so they can focus on practicing gratitude more. So that's what I'm saying, that it's such a huge universe of journaling and what you can do with this technique of writing. You figure out what works for you. Yes. For the expressive writing, 20 minutes, 4 days format, you can write about the same subject, or you can write about different subjects also, what's naturally coming to you. So that's okay. Sometimes it's an ongoing problem you want to write about and it has various aspects, so that also can be covered. Yes. How can we get over victimization? Can we get over anger when the fear of backlash if you express your feelings to someone? Can journaling heal this hurt? Okay, so basically, what you're saying, Anureet, is that negative emotions, how do you get over negative emotions? Is by confronting these negative emotions through your writing, analyzing and figuring them out to a certain extent where you can, and then also working on building a positive mindset. Because, you know, same things, when we are in a better mood, in a good state of mind, we look at those same problems differently. Yes. So go through this 5 days. Yes, I really think some of these questions will get answered once you try a bunch of formats and see how to, you know, start shifting your mindset and approach and perspective towards many things that we have to face on a day-to-day basis. What if some thoughts again comes in my mind even after journaling, which is natural, right? It will happen, of course. Some of those things, if they're not resolved, they're not complete, they will come. It's okay, but they'll not come exactly in the same format. Some things, for example, I'll give you an example, and after that, we'll start with today's session. You know, I had a very weird relationship with one of my friends. She was my friend since bachpan, but whatever, during college days, you know, we grow differently, perspectives change, lifestyles, all of that. And there were some issues between us, and I remember this must be 2016 or 15, I don't remember now, it's been ages. But I remember, you know, some issues with her, I used to journal about it like 2 to 3 times every month. And later on, when I thought about it, I reflected, I journaled about my issues with her for like 8 months. But those 8, now I'm not like I'm sitting and writing about it every day. No. But on and off, something or the other would keep coming up in my mind, because I was also growing through that experience. I was learning things about myself, I was learning things about her, I was learning things about friendship, relationship. I was learning things about kindness and compassion, but also how to deal with insecurity in friendship or whatever, right? So all these are such complex topics, and we take our own time to go through them. So it's okay if you journal about one topic again and again. You'll not be writing the exact same things. No, you'll write, okay, this is what I'm feeling right now. 2 weeks later, maybe the same topic comes to your mind. There is an evolved thought process. So you write about that. So try to take something out of a writing exercise that you've tried to do, which you will eventually, once you try to, once you start seeing it from a perspective of, this is the situation, what can I do about it? And that is what we're going to focus on today, right? Building this perspective of, this is my challenge, can I do something about it, something constructive? So when you do like that, even if there can be an ongoing issue which can take time for you to find closure, you will have a growth process going through this experience for your own self. Got it? Yeah. Okay. So I think that's enough. We should get into today's exercise for now. And then remaining questions I'll take tomorrow at 8:15. Yeah. If the time remains, I'll take it later tonight at like 9:20 or something. But if time doesn't remain, we'll continue with questions tomorrow. All right. And bunch of these questions, they'll get answered over the next course of 4 days. Okay, day two. Just leave the chat box now. Everybody pay attention. Trishla, I'll tell you just in a minute. So, I have a question for you. Let's say you're going to a party or you're going somewhere out, to meet your friends or do something fun. What is the chance that you're going to look at yourself in the mirror? You'll all look. Okay, type look in chat if you think that, of course, if I'm going out, I'm going to look in the mirror. And you'll make sure that you're looking all right and everything is great. Yeah, this is better. Yeah, look. Are Baba, look. Everybody is going to look in the mirror. Great. So, which means that you have a space to go to and be at, which is your mirror, and where you can see how you're looking. And the mirror will show you. You're looking nice, neat, presentable, or you need to tie your hair or whatever, put some makeup on, or comb your hair, or whatever it is, or moisturize your skin, or whatever it is. Now, if I ask you, and this mirror can tell you how you're looking from the outside. Now, if I ask you, do you have a mirror to look on the inside? Your mirror is reflecting your outer image. But do you have a mirror which is reflecting your inner image? Yes or no? Tell me in the chat box. No. Of course, right? So, you know what? This is the discovery we'll have today. Your journal can become a mirror for your inner world. Otherwise, nahi hai kuch hamare paas. We don't have any other inner mirror, so to say, unless we really create one, which is also an exercise of a lifetime. But journal can become that very easy mirror. When we come back to our journal again and again to show up, to express ourselves, to meet ourselves, confront ourselves, over a period of time, we realize what's so nice, no? Thanks for putting this. What is it? Journal becomes a mirror for our inner self. And what does mirror do? Mirror reflects what's going on. It reflects. It can show you what's right, what's wrong. If you look at the mirror over a period of 20 days, you'll be able to see, how your health is doing, how your body is doing. Over a period of time, also, you'll be able to see some patterns. Let's say if you look at the mirror every day before going to work, you'll notice, okay, before going to work, I'm looking nice mostly in the morning. If you look at the mirror after coming back from work every evening, you look, oh, I look tired in the evening. So you'll be able to see those patterns, right? Similarly, in your journal also, over a period of time, when you keep coming, reflecting, questioning, and just being there in that space with your reflections, with your affirmations, or whatever it is you're doing in your journal, the conversation that you're having with yourself over a period of time, that will really help you create that mirror where you can come and you see, okay, hey, what's going on inside me? Okay. That's number one. So today what we're talking about is how your journal can become a reflection. Now, why do we want our journal to reflect for us? Yeah, we can have the slide on the side. Why do we want our journal to reflect for us? What is the need? Hmm? For more self-awareness, right? For more knowing ourselves a little better. Yeah, we can go on the next slide. Knowing ourselves a little better, having a sense of awareness for ourselves. Yeah, having a sense of being able to observe what kind of patterns we're living in. Because don't you think you must have seen, you pick up a person you probably fight often with, for example. Tell me in the chat box, don't you think with this person you happen to fight about the same topics again and again? Type R in the chat box if you think I'm right. What do you think? Okay, for other people, some people are saying Hindi. The workshop is actually, it was announced, it's in English. And yesterday I just tried to cater to two languages, but we'll stick to English today and the next 3 days because it's really difficult to do in two languages and a lot of time, goes. So last time we did Hindi, this time we're doing English. Next time again, we'll do the whole workshop in Hindi. So please bear with us. Huh? I'll try to speak slowly and थोड़ा सा comfortable रहे आपको ऐसा रखेंगे. Okay, so most of you are saying R, which means what? That this is what usually happens with us. Yeah, I completely lost my thought. What was I saying? Who's going to remind me? Anyway. So anyway, the point is that we want to be in a space where we are able to become aware of what's happening. We're able to, yeah. The question was ki, we understand that same topics pe we fight with these people. The tendency is again and again to get into that same pattern. Now, if you do not reflect upon this, how are you going to identify that I'm fighting about the same topic? So kind of you, all of you were reminding me in the chat box. So how will that happen? It can only happen when there is a conscious investment in looking into your inner world. That's why reflection is so important. Otherwise you'll keep stuck in the same patterns for your life. You'll not even realize you'll spend years and years and years and years. And this happened with me. I used to fight with my brother, and when I started journaling and I saw over a period of time, I was like, 2 साल पहले भी मैं इसी बात पे लड़ रही थी भाई से. 2 years ago also I was fighting with my brother over the same topic, and that's the day it hit me again. It must be 2017-18, I don't remember now. So this is the power of reflection. What patterns am I falling into? This will help. Now, problem solving. Now, problem solving is a very complicated technical word, but let's simplify it. Okay, how many of you in this chat box feel that you have some problems in life and you wish somebody should just come and help you with these problems? Type I in chat box. अगर आपको भी ऐसा लगता है तो कोई तो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर दे आके हमारी. You feel that? How many of us feel so much is going on? I wish someone just please come and solve my problems. Yeah, all of you are saying I. Now, my second question to you is, who is going to come and solve your problems? Someone else is going to come? Land from the heavens? Yeah? Magic wand aega koi to? Thanks, yeah. Such a nice tech team, no? Putting some highlights. So, yeah, very good. Somebody's saying we only have to do that. So, how do you know that you only have to do that? I'll give you some proof. Number one, you are the person who knows most about this challenge or problem in the whole wide world. पूरी दुनिया में there are 8 billion people. आपको सबसे ज़्यादा पता है अपनी problem के बारे में, right? You know the most about your problem, so you have the most information. Who has closely witnessed this challenge? You. So you have most insight. Who is most interested in solving this problem? Is there anyone more interested than you in this whole world? No. So you are the best candidate, number one, to solve this problem. Number two, who's going to benefit if this problem gets solved? You. So you are most incentivized to take the effort, rack your brains around it. Number three, something I believe in, and I offer you this, and I'm sure you might have considered this over a period of time in your life, and you can still in this moment. Nature tends to give us problems we can solve. I'll prove this to you also. If you are not a doctor, will someone call you to do a surgery? No. If you're not a teacher, will someone ask you to come and stand and teach a class of 50 students chemistry for class 12th? No. If you do not know how to do journaling, will you be expected to take the class I'm taking? So, more often than not, life expects from us, or we land into situations where we have some capability to or potential to solve. Sometimes some capacity can lack. कुछ लगता है कि अच्छा यार इतना आता नहीं है, कुछ स्किल मिसिंग है. You can always train yourself. But in your universe that you're living in, you will be given with problems more often than not that you're capable of solving. And no one else is going to come and do it for you. Yes, is that making sense? So when we keep this attitude in our life that we are capable of solving our own problems, and the problems that we have the capacity, we have the potential to deal with them. Sometimes, yes, you might need help of somebody that you can take, not a problem. Be open to taking help. But having that confidence in oneself is very important. I'm telling you, it's life changing. Because then you'll start seeing life as an adventure. Okay, this challenge has come, what can I do about it? What is the next step I can take to move forward? Instead of feeling stuck and clogged and feeling like, oh, what do I do? So this, it's a mindset shift that I offer to you for you to bring into your life. Whatever it is, dude, I can do something about it. Having that faith in oneself. Yes, is that making sense? Type MS in chat if this is making sense for you. MS, making sense. And people who are writing, God will come and help. Bhaiya, God also helps those who help themselves. For whoever are believers here, I'm a believer myself, you can derive immense strength from your divinity or whichever form of God you worship or practice. Actually, you have to take this knowledge which is coming to you that you have the capacity to solve your problem also is given by your God only to you. I'm just a channel of sharing. If this message is coming to you, there must be deeper meaning in it, isn't it? But have this from today, have this faith that you are capable of doing it. Okay. Now, how to do it is what I'll tell you, not solving problems. How to use journaling to empower yourself to do it. We move on to the next slide. So, we'll do this exercise called problem solving. You can increase the screen size. What do you have to do? It's a 3-step exercise. Number one, you have to write down about a problem or challenge that you're facing non-stop for about 6-7 minutes. Like we did brain dump yesterday, similarly, little bit like that. So first, you're going to freely write down your thoughts and feelings about what you're facing, whatever your emotions are around it, whatever you think about it, whatever your challenge is. Step two, once you've written down step one, you'll take a 20-second, 30-second break. You will read what you have written in step one. You will review your writing and then you will try to particularly identify what is the challenge or problem that I'm actually facing from this खिचड़ी I've written ऊपर. तो जो भी कहानी फर्स्ट स्टेप में लिखा है उसमें एक्चुअल प्रॉब्लम क्या है? What is the particular challenge? What is the specific impediment? Then you will write about that in step two. Okay, actual problem ye hai. This is the actual deal. This is what I'm getting stuck at. Number three, step three of the exercise, you will read what you've written in step one and step two. And then, because till this point, your working memory has freed up. That's what writing does. If you have something that's going on, kach here, when you write it down, it helps you let go of it. It frees up your working memory. I'll not go too much into the biology because I don't even know. I can just quote some research to you. But what happens is that it's like you have a phone, and if your phone has a lot of media in it and like photos and videos and whatever, then it hangs, right? It happens similarly, something like that with our brain also. So when too much information is on our mind, we're not able to exercise our intellectual skills. Let's just put it like that. So this is what it will help you with. So in step three, what we'll do, We will synthesize what we've written in step 1 and 2, because mind is a little empty now, because we've written down what we feel and think, and we've also identified our barriers. Then we will combine and synthesize our thoughts and insights about this challenge, and what the actual challenge is, and then we'll say, okay, what is the potential solution to this problem? This can be a long term solution, a short term solution, or at least one next step that you can take to move forward from the situation you are facing. Now you can say, Akanksha, if I knew the solution, I already would be doing it. How can one writing exercise help me? I'm guaranteeing you, it will. Because writing shifts your perspective about the same thing. When you express it, it shifts your perspective of looking at the same thing from a different lens. That is how it will help. Just a quick example before you can start writing. When we were in COVID, suddenly for a, just say like COVID happened and lockdown ho gaya and we were all at home, and everybody, was like fighting at my place, and I didn't understand क्यों हो रहा है, क्यों ऐसा किच 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 चल रहा है घर में, सब एक दूसरे पे कर रहे थे कुछ ना कुछ अटैक या क्रिटिसाइज या अजीब सा ही चल रहा था माहौल, है ना? So then I'm like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Then I did this exercise. Yes. And what I found out was that first I was feeling upset. I was feeling irritated. In the first set, I wrote, I'm feeling angry, irritated, upset. We're not going out, but it's just getting so irritated. Every morning there's chaos. Who's going to make breakfast? What's going to happen? Everybody's bickering. I'm not liking the unpleasant atmosphere of home. So that's what I did in step 1. Then step 2, when all this emotion was out, I said, okay, what is the actual problem? And what I found out was that now suddenly there was no cook, no cleaner, no help, no one to iron the clothes, whatever. No help was coming because COVID lockdown. And suddenly all the responsibility came on us. Plus, some of us who used to go, I've been working from home for a long time, but other people who used to go to office to work, they were also home. So it was a different change for them. And for me also to have everybody at home. And, because there was no help, there was just weird expectation setting that who's going to do what. That clarity was not there. So morning now everybody is hungry. We're just figuring out who's going to do it, or it's just falling upon mom. But mom also had work to take care of. So it was just getting too chaotic. So I identified, okay, the problem is there's no division of labor, and that's why for cleaning, for bartan, for cooking, whatever, or who's going to do what, this chaos is happening because there's no clear demarcation of responsibility in the house. So everybody is expecting someone else कर देगा, कोई और तो कर देगा, और काम होता नहीं है, और फिर end moment पे everybody gets irritated. So this is what I found out कि मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, लड़ाई हो रही है, ये नहीं है problem. Problem ये है कि division of labor was missing. Then I said, okay, what is the solution? And then this exercise helped me come up with the solution. What we did, we sat down as a family and we created a whole chart. Okay, Monday to Sunday, these are the days, these are the people. Okay, we are 4, 5 of us, whatever. And then we have what? On the left side, we said, what are the tasks? Okay, we have to clean the utensils, we have to do jhadu pocha, we have to cook breakfast, lunch, dinner, somebody has to wash the clothes, somebody has to dry the clothes. So these are the tasks. So how can we divide the tasks now? And I'm telling you, like within a week, 2-3 days, the environment of the house completely changed. So this is the power of this exercise. I hope it's clear. Give me a C in chat if this exercise is clear what you're supposed to do. Is it clear? Are you understanding? Somebody's saying acceptance is the only solution. Yeah, if you know, then you accept. Or do you see what you can do to accept if you already know the solution? But still go through this exercise. Maybe you'll come up with a new insight. Sometimes inaction can also be an action you can take. But you should have that confidence and clarity that this is the best solution. My inaction and my acceptance is the best solution. Yeah. Okay. I think it's clear for everybody. Let's get started. Clear, no? I'm just not able to access the chat. Okay, let's start. So you have about 20 minutes for this exercise, 18-20 minutes. So 6 minutes each section you can take, 6 to 7 minutes. So 18-19 minutes we have for this exercise. Let's get started. All right. We can play some music. Yes. Focus on one problem now. Different problem, different exercise. Right now, just focus on one problem in this exercise. to wrap. 3 after that. I'll quickly repeat. Half time is over. You have 8 more minutes with this exercise. So I hope you're already on part 2. Wrap up part 2 and then move on to part 3. Continue. Once you finish the exercise, you can write how was your experience. I was just reading the comments. Many people are writing, found a solution to a long run problem. It worked for me, found some solution. Very good. Okay, for some people who are saying that the text quality on the screen is not accurate, it's completely fine. What you need to do is in your settings, video settings, you can fix it. So probably your streaming quality on YouTube or wherever you're seeing this, YouTube only, no? So in that settings, there is this section where you can improve your video quality. So that's what you need to fix. From our end, we are sharing HD slides. Yeah. Okay, feeling a bit light now. It was useful, clearer, very good. Felt relaxed. A lot of people found solution. So for some people, maybe if you think you did not find a proper solution, can you think of one step you can take so that you can move forward with this, whatever you're stuck in with this problem? That's number one. Yeah. Those who found complete solution, great, very good. Sometimes we can, and I also did, and I've found many times, and so many people are saying that they did also. And for some people who feel that you did not find any solution, yeah, you can, number one, attempt this exercise again. That's number one. Number two is, again, like I said, even if sometimes, let's say if you have to go from Nagpur to Mumbai, or Mumbai to Pune, something like that. Maps also doesn't show you the entire route. What does map show you? Next 3 kilometers. So our perspective towards taking on challenges don't necessarily need to be, oh, the whole plan should be laid out in front of me. That will not happen most of the times. But what can happen is we can think, okay, what is one step within my control that I can take that can help me in this situation? Yeah. Like somebody is saying, I haven't, like, not necessarily even if you're finding a solution, but you can take one step to move from that. Like, for example, somebody saying, I haven't found a solution, but I feel working on myself will help me from spiraling into depression, like this workshop. So that's also a productive step, right? So if you can think of what productive small steps you can take to help yourself and your situation better, that's also good. In some situations, like somebody was saying that, oh, there is nothing to do, maybe you are of certain age where you can't take much action, or maybe you're in a place or situation where nothing much is in your control. Acceptance is also a solution. Yeah, this is what it is. Let's say you are in Bombay and you say, oh, traffic is such a big problem, it irritates me, it frustrates me. Traffic is not going to get solved. That is what it is. That problem is always going to remain. Or the fact that it rains in Bombay unpredictably, or whatever. It's too cold. Delhi is too cold. And I keep cribbing about Delhi is too cold. Delhi is too cold. Either I move out of Delhi, or I keep myself warm. I stay indoors, or I just say, accept that this is what it is. Delhi is cold. So in some situations, if acceptance is the solution, you should have that awareness that actively I'm accepting. I'm choosing to just accept this situation the way it is. That's also a solution in its own way. But actively accepting, if you say, oh, this is what it is, like in a passive way, then you're just like, you'll not be in a state of enthusiasm and being active about life or forward looking. You'll be just like, oh, cribbing, complaining, this is what it is. You can have a happy acceptance also. Okay, this is what it is, this is the reality. Now what can I do to make myself life better? Either I focus and try to solve this, do something about this. And if something cannot be done, like my boss is hopeless, then okay, let me take on new projects. Let me try to find joy in my work instead of my boss or trying to impress him or her. Or let me try to derive enthusiasm and love and joy from my relationships at work or my family or whatever it is. Yeah, making sense? Okay. So that's the first. Now you've learned another tool. So any time in future where you're stuck in a challenge or a problem, what do? Write down your thoughts and feelings about it, and then challenge yourself. Question yourself, what is the actual challenge here? And not let your muddy thoughts and feelings clutter your mind and cloud your mind and your perception. When you're able to do this, you're able to think clearly and you ask yourself, what can I do? What is the solution? What is the next one step I can take that will put my mind at peace, and that will make the situation better? Sometimes it can also be taking somebody's help. That's also okay. Do that. Yeah. Good. Okay, let's move on to the next exercise. So, in life, sometimes shitty things happen. हम ऐसे अनुभवों से जीवन में निकलेंगे जो हमें अच्छे नहीं लगेंगे. Yeah. What do you do then? What can you do? That is where our mindset of bright side helps us. That in that whole dark room or that dark tunnel, can you see some light at the end of the tunnel? Can you build that perspective to see something good in whatever is happening? That is what we're going to do in this exercise. What do you have to do? It's a short exercise, and just listen what you have to do, then you can try it. First step is you will write down 5 things that are going well in your life. The fact that you're in good health, or you had a nice cup of tea this evening, or you have a supportive partner, or you enjoy your work. Any 5 things, कोई भी 5 चीजें जो आपके जीवन में अच्छी चल रही हैं, उनके बारे में आप एक लिखेंगे शॉर्ट में कि these are the 5 good things that are happening. Why are we doing this? To bring our mind to a positive frame. Okay, that's one. Second, now I want you to think about some event that happened recently that did not go your way, and it made you feel irritated, upset, or angry, or frustrated. So in a few sentences, briefly describe what the situation was. जो भी अभी recently कुछ ऐसा हुआ जो आपके हिसाब से नहीं गया और आपको गुस्सा आया उसकी वजह से. Third, what you want to do, or what I want you to do is look at the bright side of the situation. Okay, ये ठीक नहीं हुआ. Even if this did not go my way, is there still something good that came out of this situation? For example, let's say you missed Saurabh's class in the morning. Saurabh's class or somebody else's class. I don't know what's the model at Happel right now. But let's say you wanted to attend a class. You could not because you had to prepare breakfast for your family or something. So now you will write down, oh, I feel so upset that, I had to miss my class. I was really looking forward to it, etc., etc. But in the third step, what you will do? Okay, I missed the class that I wanted to attend, but what is the bright side of the situation? One, that even though I missed the class, in this time, I was serving my family. So I was doing something good. Even if I couldn't do one good thing, I was doing something else which is good. Number two, I'm so fortunate that I have a family who needs me. So many people don't. So that's also a blessing, that people need my attention and my love for them, or whatever it is that I can help them with. So that's in itself a blessing. And third, let's say this teacher gave you a recording of the class you missed. So you're like, okay, even if I miss this, at least the teacher gave me a recording. So this is a way of looking at the bright side of even a bad situation. कुछ अच्छा नहीं भी जा रहा है, उसके बारे में हम क्या एक सिल्वर लाइनिंग ढूंढ सकते हैं. अमावस्या की रात होती है ना, जैसे जब होता है ऐसा नो मून, एंड क्रिसेंट मून दिखता है थोड़ा सा, कैसे दिखता है साइड से, उसको बोलते हैं कि पूरी अंधेरी रात में भी हल्की सी एक रोशनी देख पाना, दैट इज ब्राइट साइड. Got it? First, you will write 5 things that are going good in your life. Second, you will write about something that did not go your way in the last 1 week or month that upset you. Write about that. Third, in this thing that did not go your way, can you look at the bright side? Maybe something good came out of it. Maybe something you learned, some lesson you learned from the situation. Maybe you learned something about someone else or about life. Maybe some information you got. Maybe so this challenge or this thing that was upsetting made you do some research and find out some new facts, whatever it is. Give me a C in chat if this is clear. Right? So I hope you've got the exercise. What you have to do. Okay. So people who are saying the slide is not clear, please improve the video quality on your YouTube. It's a thing from your end, not our end. Okay, we have 10 minutes for this exercise. Let's start. Okay, you don't have to type 5 good things. You can journal. You have to journal all this. Journal 5 good things in your diary first, then step 2, and then step 3. Okay, let's start. Okay, let's come back. I'm so happy reading your comments. Never thought writing would be so relieving, feeling so good, so much relief. Sridhar, very happy for you. Very interesting, good experience, feeling so much better. How was it? Were you able to look at the bright side? Feeling light? Thank you. Thank you for trying this so sincerely. Feeling free and happy, feeling fantastic, fabulous, too nice, relieved. It was magical. Okay, so now you've got, another tool in your kit of anytime something doesn't go your way, not feeling okay about something, come to your journal, write down, hey, this happened, shift your mindset a little bit, and look at the bright side. Journaling, you can start, but you do it for a few months. Slowly, you'll start training your brain, rewiring your mind to look at things in this way. ठीक है, कुछ नहीं हुआ, आपके हिसाब से नहीं गया, तब भी उसमें ब्राइट साइड देख सकते हैं क्या? Something didn't go your way, can you still look at what is the silver lining of the situation? I'm telling you, it's life changing. You'll start becoming so positive, your mind will start becoming so positive, your perspective will become so positive towards life. Okay, quick homework before you leave. Can we go on to the next slide? One, you have to take a gratitude test. So people who took the stress and anxiety quiz yesterday, the short takeaway of that is, if your stress and anxiety is very high, which means if you've got a high score, do exercise, be regular with your yoga, be regular with your journaling, meditate, do more of these practices to reduce your stress and anxiety. People whose score was low, whatever it is that you're doing, you continue. Second, so today we will send you the link to gratitude test. That's also a quiz. Please take it. And you have to do this exercise called 3 good things. In this exercise, you have to journal about 3 good things that happened in the last 1 week. We'll move on to the next page. The format is, you'll give a quick title, something good that happened. Let's say you got a compliment from somebody. We'll send you the screenshot. Don't worry, you'll be able to read it at your own time. So let's say you said somebody complimented you. That's a good thing. So you write in detail how you felt, how did this event happen, what about it make you feel good, what caused this event. Don't worry about spelling, grammar, language. None of that is a concern. Just focus on embedding that positive feeling from this good thing that happened for you. Yeah. That's it for day 2 of the mindful journaling workshop. I'll stay back for a few minutes to answer your question, but the workshop is over. So if you want, you can leave. Couple of questions related, I'll answer. What is the threshold? Deepshika, the detail of this will be on the same page where you attempted this quiz. You can go back and look at that same page. थ्रेशोल्ड ऐसा नहीं है, थोड़ा हाई की तरफ ही है स्कोर, तो मीन्स ज्यादा है, मीडियम मतलब मीडियम है, लो मतलब लो है. इट्स थोड़ा सा इंट्यूटिव लाइक दैट, बट ऑफ कोर्स लाइक द टोटल आई थिंक इज व्हाट 100 और 108, जो भी वो नंबर है, बिल्कुल ही उसके बहुत ज्यादा पास जा रहा है, मतलब हाई है स्ट्रेस एंजाइटी. सो दैट्स समथिंग वी वांट टू बिकम अवेयर ऑफ. The test yesterday can be shared again. The link must be in your groups, no? So you can access the link from there. In any other languages, the exercises are available. Ekta, no, the language for the exercise is English primarily. And अभी के लिए तो उतना ही available है. Okay. I think that's it. Where to take the test, Nehal? We'll send you the link. So the link will be sent to you after the class. Any from the first exercise, can our solutions change if we got the solution today? But isn't that efficient or correct? Maybe for sure. See, journaling, na, it's not like a maths formula कि एक बार formula लगाया एक आंसर निकले वही निकलेगा, ऐसा नहीं है. You give yourself some time. जैसे जैसे आप ग्रो कर रहे हो, टाइम निकल रहा है, आपकी पर्सपेक्टिव बदल रहा है, the way you're seeing at life is changing, your information. Remember that example I gave you? 8 months I journaled about this problem with my friend. So I was obviously journaling about something new perspective, new learning, new understanding. It was my journey of becoming a kinder person, compassionate person, understanding, accepting person. So month 1 to month 8, my acceptance levels were different. So the way I would view a certain situation would be different. So um, keep that in mind. It's an evolving dialogue that you're having with yourself when you're journaling, right? I felt very aggressive while writing the past thing. Is that okay? Huh. Good question. Whoever asked this, Anchal or Nachal. Like I said, be your own scientist when it comes to journaling. And if you feel ready to write about something, then write. Number one. Number two, if there is something in the past that's gone by, tata bye ho chuka hai, then don't worry about it. Don't focus so much on it. Just let it go. But if there is something from the past that keeps coming and bothering you better sit and confront it. कोई ऐसी चीज है जो वापस वापस आती है पास से, आपने डील नहीं किया प्रॉपर्ली उसके साथ, उसके बारे में बैठ के जर्नल करना अच्छा है, लिख सकते हो. पर अगर कोई बहुत पुरानी मेमोरीज हैं जो डिलीट हो चुकी हैं ऑलरेडी माइंड से, उसको रिकॉल करने का कोई फायदा नहीं है. जर्नलिंग को हमें अपनी हेल्प के लिए यूज करना है, प्रॉब्लम नहीं क्रिएट करनी. तो ऐसा चीज जो अपन को पता है कि यार कहीं बैकग्राउंड में है ये मेरे लिए बॉदरेशन, उसके बारे में लिख सकते हैं. And then see, am I ready to write about this topic? Sometimes we are not. Like, for example, when I lost some loved ones in COVID, I did not write about that for months. It took me 4, 5, 6 months when I first journaled about that traumatic experience. So take your time. You should feel ready. Okay, now I'm ready to write about this. Now I'm ready to confront it. People have different ways of dealing with challenge and grief and difficult emotions. So take your time. Okay. What if we are not able to find a solution? Priyanka, something you will find, no? Like I said, एक next step तो समझ में आएगा क्या है. And if something in particular is there, just DM me on Instagram. I can guide you personally, but mostly हो जाएगा. You'll be able to find something from it. Give yourself time. अभी 4 दिन अभी और है ना, 3 दिन. थोड़ा सा उससे understanding, comfort बढ़ेगा. That'll help you. I think that's it. We'll wrap up then. Thank you so much once again for joining in for day 2 of the workshop. We'll see you at 8:15 tomorrow. Some questions that remain unanswered today, the team will collate them. And I'll take them before starting the class tomorrow. Yes. My handle, can you just put it on the screen, team? You can see some content on there's YouTube, there's Instagram also. Yeah, that's my website, and YouTube also is Akanksha Parashar. So a lot of videos are there. So just to get inspired, get some more ideas, you can take a look through that. Detailed thing we'll do in the workshop, what we are already doing. So you can just take a screenshot and refer it to later. Okay, thank you so much. Good night. Sleep well. All the best for tomorrow morning's yoga class, and we'll see you I'll see you tomorrow evening at 8:15 p.m. Bye.